We are rapidly approaching quad riding season, so I needed to get the oils changed. This is my wife's 2005 Suzuki Eiger, so I'm just going to give a quick down and dirty for those that might not know how to change the oil. Just kind of want to show what it takes, where to find components, and what I use, so if others are looking, maybe this will help. In an effort to give myself more room to move, I'm going to pull some stuff apart. I'm going to start with the seat. Get that up and out of the way. And you can see right down here, this is where you're going to check your oil. Right in there is the dipstick and everything is, but I'm going to go ahead and remove this whole panel, and that'll give me access to refilling the oil and pulling that filter off. And it's pretty basic. You've just got some of these push pin clips on here to remove, and this whole thing will come off. I'll show you these little push clips. If you don't have and plan on doing this kind of stuff, one of these little pry trim tools works really well. Pop that out, and then this will just pop out like so. A couple flat head screwdrivers works well, but if you, like I said, want to buy one of those tools, that is well worth the investment. With the clips removed, this little panel just pops right out, and you can see how much more access you have. Here is the dipstick, so you can check and refill the oil, and up here is the filter that I will remove and replace with the oil change. Right there, that will show 2,900 milliliters, which converts to roughly 3 quarts. So of course, when you're refilling, make sure that you give the oil time to settle and then check it with the dipstick. Since this thing is sitting cold, I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Let that engine oil warm up before draining it. One of the things that I did do, since I was so dirty and corroded, I went ahead and used some solvent and cleaned it off right there. That way, when filling or checking, I'm less likely to get any contaminants in there. So just something else I like to do. Now that engine oil's warmed up, I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. That way that oil will drain a little easier. Make my way around, and this is definitely going to be tough to see, but underneath there's a single hole. Right in there is the drain plug, and that is a 21 millimeter. So I'm going to open that up, let that oil drain out. Okay, get that pulled out, and we'll let it drain, and I'll pull that filter off, get ready for new. Got an oil filter wrench here. So basically, that's it. Just break that filter loose, spin it off, and prepare for a little mess on the floor. Okay, while the rest of the oil is draining, I'm going to go ahead and put the new oil filter on. I'm going to use the K&N part number 138. And this, they make the, we'll call it a little bolt head, if you will. That'll help in taking it off in the future, but they've got that gasket covered. So what I'm going to do is take this plastic off of here, of course, and then I'm going to put a very thin layer of oil on there to help it seal before installing it. Like I said, I'm just going to put a real thin coat of oil on this. Again, that does help it seal. If you're going to be putting new oil in it, you might as well put new oil on there versus anything old and dirty that might contaminate it. And then just spin it on there. You want it snug, hand tight. You want to make sure that O-ring seals, but you don't want to get too beefy with it because it'll just make it harder to unhook or get that old filter off there next time you change oil. Now that I've got the oil drain, I'm going to try and put this oil plug in here. And you'll still get a little bit of leaking, but once you get that oil drain plug put back in there and tightened up, you're going to want to kind of clean that area, because after you put the new oil in and run it for a minute, you want to make sure it's not leaking anywhere. Okay, just going to snug that drain plug up a little bit. All right, now that the filter is on, the drain plug is back in. I'll just set that off to the side. And like I said, this up here says 2,900 milliliters, which converts to about 3 quarts. So I'm just going to go ahead and slowly add the new oil. And then after I get the second and third in, then I will check the oil. Just make sure that it is right where I need it. Okay, I finished putting the oil in. I've cleaned and dried my dipstick off, so I'm gonna see where it sits right at 3 quarts. Hopefully you can see that, but yeah, right where it needs to be. Good, clean, fresh oil. Last thing I need to do now, I will start it up, let it run for a couple minutes, make sure there's no leaks. If not, then I'll button it back up and it'll be ready to run. Quick recap, the 3 quarts of oil have been put in, the dipstick is put back in and tightened down, oil filter is in there, the drain plug is installed, it's clean underneath. Now I'm just gonna start this thing, let it run for 2 to 3 minutes, make sure there are no leaks underneath. Okay, I've had it running for a little bit. As you can see, I got the panels put back on, the seat is on, and there are no leaks. So she's good to go. I even checked the air filter to make sure it was clean. So it's buttoned up and ready to ride for the season. Hope this helps if anybody's curious as to what it takes to change the oil in a mid-2000s Suzuki quad.